There's an interesting old car in the old milking parlour at the moment. It's in here because the fuel tank was having problems. It was actually, it has a reserve and that wasn't working. There's no fuel gauge, so it's been taken out and cleaned out. It was full of rust and quite in bad condition. So although it would have been possible to refurbish it, they're going for a used replacement tank from another car. Surprisingly, it looks, when it's in there, just as nice as the original in a way from a distance. But they've had problems because they had to take the end off the new replacement one and weld it on again. And though they've had that done semi-professionally, not by a specialist, but by someone who's a very good welder, it's just to say weeping a little bit of petrol out. So I think they're looking at taking it somewhere else that specialises in stopping tanks leaking, by putting some sort of liquid in them. So it's, in a way, it's surprising how sort of crude and basic they are. This is a 1936 Alvis, and you could seat two people in the front and a small person can sit in there, more or less on the fuel tank. But the dashboard is a sight to behold. Well, that's not original, that's been redone, that wood. But most of the things do work. And then a little windscreen that pops up. It has small screens on here, and the engine is on. I wouldn't normally have lifted that up, but it was already up, so we're okay. Because they've been looking at something. For some reason they've taken the spare wheel off so they can access. I'm not quite sure what it needs doing to that, but it needs the front brakes need some attention. All the brakes need attention. There's some bushes worn on the front which are making the steering a bit vague, but they always are a bit vague anyway. So it's not particularly a concern. But this is an inline 6 engine. I always think that the best part of this car is the front, really. Great big, well, absolutely massive headlamps, aren't they? But these, the block on it has been cracked. It's cracked and has been welded, and it's still not 100%. But apparently, the only real solution for it is to change the engine block, and it's something like £7,000. But you can get one off the shelf. So if you order it, it'll be here tomorrow. So I think it's all right at the moment. It's still usable, and it's. I think that the bodywork is from a Bentley or something like that. But it's not that unusual with an older car that there were bits and pieces of all sorts, even from new, because you could specify, I want different suspension, because they were more or less hand built. But it is basically an Alvis, which is quite well. It's surprising in a way how long it is. It's actually longer than my modern day pickup, but it's not very wide. And it's in a sort of usable condition. Somebody's been having a little joke here. It said marine artist under that. The seats are rather uncomfortable, and they're on the front there. I'll take them out to get access to this. Look inside. That plate the metal plate around it is new to seat the battery on. Sorry, the fuel tank on. And it's just a normal tractor battery under there, but it's not very easy to access, is it? I suppose if you know where it is, you can access it from the side, reaching under. I think the old fuel tank is on the scrap heap because it tried to kill him by incineration. We won't go into that at this point. There are some nice little detail. I mean, even I don't know what that's for. Letters probably. And the little Union Jack thing there, that's been there a while. And that's where the spare wheel mounts.